What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video part. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because for this video we're going to take a look at a recent horror film that I just watched, and that is Train to Busan. I'm pretty sure we've all had this conversation before, which is if the zombie outbreak broke right now, would you survive? And I'm pretty sure a lot of us would say, yeah, I'd survive the zombie apocalypse. And then you watch Train to Busan, you're like, damn, I don't think I'd make it. Anyway, Train to Busan is a 2016 Korean horror film, which is basically about the zombie outbreak. But the cool thing about this movie is that it's basically set on a train that's en route to Busan, which is supposed to be the safest place in the country. Funny thing is that this movie's been on Netflix for a while now. Even though I've heard a lot of good things about it, I've never had time to watch it. But when I heard that Netflix was taking it down by the end of the month, I realized, shoot, I need to watch this movie right now. And who better to watch it with than with my mom? When it comes to horror films, we normally stay away from all the paranormal stuff, but when it's usually about zombies, that's when my mom and I are like, okay, let's watch this, because we love watching zombies run across the screen, getting close to our characters, and both of us are both screaming at the top of our lungs going, get out, run, 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 he's closing in on you! And with Train to Busan, there were a lot of moments when we were both looking at the screen and we're like, oh crap, get the F out of there. So the movie opens up with a car arriving at a checkpoint before being disinfected from top to bottom, because for whatever reason there's a small little virus going around. And that's when my mom and I looked at each other and we're like, yeah, this is pretty much accurate, but with COVID-19 happening right now. But anyway, after the car gets past the checkpoint, it hits a deer, and after it hits the deer and leaves off, the deer reanimates itself into a zombie, and that's when we looked at each other and we're like, oh crap! So at the beginning of the movie, you already know that the zombie outbreak is already starting, but on a very small scale. However, throughout the first 30 minutes of the film, you soon begin to see small little hints that tell the audience that, yeah, the virus, it's starting to spread over to humans. Anyway, the main character's story is a dad who focuses on work above all else, to the point where his wife left him and his kid's starting to grow distant from her. And just before her birthday, she looks at him and is like, hey, you know what, can you take me to mom's house in Busan? And he looks at her and is like, okay, you know what, I'll take you to the train station and we'll go from there. And that's when things start to get rolling. And as they get on the train, you soon begin to see small little hints that the zombie outbreak is starting, because you soon start to see stuff on the news like riots being all over the streets, buildings being burned up, and people on the train are like, what the heck is happening right now? But just before the train starts to move, someone runs in with a bite on their leg. And that's when my mom and I looked at each other and we're like, oh crap. One of the things that kind of bothered me about this movie is that how some people have zero common sense, because while that chick back over there is having a seizure and becoming a zombie, no one notices a dang thing. And by the time they do notice her, she's already bitten like 3 other people, and that's when they realize, I'm in danger. And that's when we as an audience realize that these people are trapped on a moving train with a virus that is spreading like wildfire. And we look at it and we're like, oh dang, these people are screwed right now. Which is where the story takes off when we see this dad protect his little girl from the zombies that are on the same train. And so throughout the movie, we soon begin to see some character development for this dad, because at the beginning of the movie, he didn't really pay attention that much to his daughter and was more focused on his work. But when things started to get crazy, he realized that the most important thing is his daughter's safety, and is willing to do whatever it takes to keep her safe. Speaking of character development, there's one character who deserves the MVP award, because this guy is knocking out zombies left and right with his bare fists. I mean, who does that in a zombie movie? What kind of character goes up to a zombie and just clocks him right in the face and is able to walk out of it unscathed? I mean, this guy is a beast from beginning to end. So overall, I really love Train to Busan, and if you're into zombies, you're gonna want to see this. I mean, this movie is a horror thriller from beginning to end. I mean, throughout the movie, my mom and I, we were screaming at the top of our lungs as we were watching the zombies chase after our characters. And by the time we got to the ending, I was like, damn, I'm about to start crying right now. But anyway, if you love zombies, go watch Train to Busan. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That was my overall review for Train to Busan. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button so you guys updates from this channel. I'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.